Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a filing that's a bit like refinancing your house. It sounds boring, but it can save you a ton of money or get you into trouble. We're checking out LoanDepot's latest move to manage its debt. LoanDepot just made a financial maneuver involving hundreds of millions of dollars. They've essentially refinanced some debt to hopefully lower their interest payments and extend how long they have to pay it back. This is a big deal because it affects their financial stability and how they can invest in the future. Before we get started, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. First off, let's talk about the new agreement LoanDepot entered into. It's called the Series 2025 GT1 Indenture Supplement. Basically, LoanDepot created a way to borrow $200 million by issuing notes or IOUs to investors. These notes are backed mainly by a participation certificate, which is like a share, in the income LoanDepot gets from servicing Ginnie Mae mortgages. Ginnie Mae is a government agency that helps people get mortgages, and servicing them means handling the payments and paperwork. The interest rate on these notes changes based on something called SOFR, plus an additional percentage. SOFR is a benchmark interest rate, and the notes are expected to mature or come due in May 2030, but that can be extended to May 2030, but that can be extended to May 2030, and the notes are expected to mature or come due in May 2030. This offering or sale of notes was not registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission, meaning LoanDepot didn't have to go through all the usual regulatory steps. They sold the notes to big institutional investors who are considered qualified institutional buyers. So what did LoanDepot do with the money from selling these new notes? They used it to pay off an older debt, their Series 2018 GT1 term notes. This is the refinancing part. Now let's get into the specifics of the debt that was terminated. LoanDepot completely paid off its Series 2018 GT1 term notes. That initial debt agreement was created in October 2018. The outstanding amount on these notes was also $200 million. The good news is that LoanDepot didn't have to pay any extra fees or penalties for paying off this debt early. This is not always the case when you refinance, so it is a financial win for the company. LoanDepot essentially replaced one set of debt with another. They now have a new $200 million obligation under the Series 2025 GT1 notes, and it has some consequences. So what does all of this mean for LoanDepot? On the surface, this looks like a smart financial move. By refinancing, they might have gotten a better interest rate or longer repayment terms. This can free up cash flow and make their financial situation more stable. However, it's also important to remember that LoanDepot is still carrying a significant amount of debt. While refinancing can provide temporary relief, it doesn't solve the underlying problem if the company isn't generating enough revenue to cover its obligations. One potential risk is that interest rates could rise, making it more expensive for LoanDepot to service its debt. Also, if the housing market slows down, LoanDepot's revenue from mortgage servicing could decline, putting a strain on its finances. On the other hand, if LoanDepot can continue to grow its business and manage its expenses effectively, refinancing could give it the breathing room it needs to thrive. It really depends on whether they can generate enough cash to service their debt and continue growing. In conclusion, LoanDepot's debt refinancing is a double-edged sword. It could be a smart move that improves their financial stability, but it also comes with risks. The company's future success will depend on its ability to manage its debt and grow its business in a challenging market. Alright, that's our breakdown of LoanDepot's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.